Setting boundaries has turned into such an issue. They've turned it into me being controlling now. How do you communicate? It's not about control. Let's break this down. All abuse is about power and control. When you're with an abuser, meaning when things don't go their way, they turn to abuse tactics to intimidate, to coerce, to gaslight you into doing things their way. Any attempt to maintain your personal power, whether that's setting boundaries, speaking up for yourself, holding them accountable, or rejecting their abuse tactics, to them, it will feel like you're being controlling. They don't see that their tight grip of control using those tactics is harmful. They feel entitled to that tight grip of control. So when you assert yourself, they feel like they're losing control. When I got really good at setting boundaries, my ex actually said to me, I feel powerless in this relationship. And he felt that way because he no longer had control over me. And instead of unpacking all the anxiety he was feeling around losing control and why he needed that tight grip of control in the first place, he projected it onto me and told me that I was being controlling. Boundaries that you craft and create to uphold your values, your needs, and your priorities are not controlling, and nobody gets to decide what they are but you, period. So you can't explain to them that boundaries are not controlling because they genuinely feel like they are, and because they use emotional reasoning to validate their experience. It feels controlling, therefore it is controlling, and abuse is about power and control, so you must be abusing me. But their perception is different than yours because theirs is centered in values of entitlement, submission, and objectification. In the reality that they live in, you're not allowed to be your own person. They legitimately are able to convince themselves that you're being abusive when you don't comply. So you have a choice. You can try to live in your reality of equality and autonomy alongside their reality of entitlement and submission and continue to experience conflict and pushback and manipulation and mind games. Or you can leave the relationship and find somebody who values the same things as you. And then you just don't have to even deal with that anxiety and stress.